Welcome to UA Live. I'm Jen Gomez.
And I'm Tad Fountain. Coming up on the show, we look at our high school musical, Teacher Appreciation Night, the Columbus Blue Jackets Student Media Day, and secrets under our senior lot.
The Upper Arlington Civic Association is taking nominations for the 2019 Golden Apple Award. An award is given to the faculty or staff at each Upper Arlington school.
Students and parents can nominate their favorite teacher now on the Upper Arlington Civic Association website. Nominations are open until March 1st.
The annual Upper Arlington High School musical took place the second to last week in February. The cast of Mamma Mia included 64 dedicated and talented students. Maria Manessi looks at all their hard work behind the scenes.
Hung in the hallways of Upper Arlington High School are posters of past musicals produced by the talented vocal music program. In the next few months, Mamma Mia will be added to the collection as this year's musical. Haley Barrett talks more about what balancing the musical is like.
It's difficult because school ends at 3:05. We have rehearsal at 3:30 and it ends at 6. But from 6 to the rest of the night, you can do all of your homework. So it's not that bad, but it will get bad towards the end when the show is starting up.
The musical takes months and months of preparation, starting with auditions and continuing with rehearsals.
So the audition process, you have to read a monologue that you are given, and then you have to sing a song that you're given, and then after that you have a dance audition, and like a couple days after your initial audition, and then callbacks, and then the list is posted. And then after that, you have rehearsal pretty much every single day from 3:30 to 6.
The past couple of years, the program has rented sets, but this year the cast has returned to building them from scratch. Ava Grimes explains how her experience building them has been.
For the past 2 years, we've rented sets. So for Wizard of Oz and Anything Goes, we rented like tour sets, which has been fun. But I mean, I feel like this year has been a lot more fun. We've been able to kind of make it out of our head, kind of what the Taverna would look like, as well as bond a lot with our castmates that have shown up to help with the set.
Through all of the painting, building, and sawdusting, the most rewarding part will be the finishing product.
I'm just really excited to see the whole production come together. Because we're getting there. We're getting so close. We're not quite there yet, but it's really close, and I'm really excited for that.
This has been Maria Manessi for the WARL.
The musical was performed to UA senior citizens on February 20th. Altogether, Mamma Mia sold over 4,800 tickets.
The matinee on Sunday the 24th had the highest ticket sales with over 1,400 tickets sold. Due to a power outage, the musical was delayed. It was almost delayed to the following day, but luckily the power came back on and the show is only postponed 30 minutes.
Our vocal music bears aren't the only ones who have been working hard. Alex Chris takes a look at Poetry Out Loud.
The 12th annual Poetry Out Loud contest was held at UAHS on January 31st. According to their website, Poetry Out Loud is a national recitation contest created by the National Endowment of Arts and Poetry Foundation. It encourages students to learn about great poetry through memorization and recitation.
So interesting to experience poetry in a way that you don't usually do, to really read it over and over and over again to get a different interpretation every single time. It's through my own interpretation and the interpretation that the poet originally had that you create a beautiful performance on stage with Poetry Out Loud. Now you multiply that by like 10 to 12 or however many students are there for the contest, and you get to experience not only the poems, but you get to experience a look at the kids who are performing, which is amazing.
At Upper Arlington, auditions are held 2 weeks prior to the contest. 11 students made it to the competition, those being freshmen Andrew Lehman, sophomores Caitlin Curran and Lydia Silver, juniors Ainsley Young, Alicia Howe, Ariana Kanchuger, Emma Bott, Molly Mitchell, Sammy Bonasso, and Olivia Wang, and senior Leah Rapucci.
On the night of the event, students would then recite 2 poems. They need to recite a poem that is 25 lines or fewer, and they need to recite a poem that is 20th century, pre-20th century. They're then evaluated on physical presence, voice and articulation, their interpretation of the poem, the dramatization, and so those are all factored together to give the judges an overall holistic view of the student's performance.
Freshman Andrew Lehman took third, sophomore Caitlin Curran took second, and senior Leah Rapucci won our local contest.
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room.
So for regionals, I will be doing the same 2 poems that I did at our local school level. So I'll be doing I Heard a Fly Buzz When I Died, 591 by Emily Dickinson, and of course The Second Coming by William Butler Yeats. And then if I proceed on to states, I will add a 3rd poem.
Leah will represent UAHS at the regional competition Tuesday, February 12th at 6:30 p.m. at the King Arts Complex. This has been Alex Chris reporting for WARL.
Leah placed at the Regional Poetry Out Loud competition and will represent Upper Arlington at the state competition on March 8th.
Now let's toss it to sports with Max and Alex.
Welcome to sports. I'm Max Buckley.
And I'm Alex Chris. On February 6th, Spring Signing Day was held at Upper Arlington High School. 9 UAHS students signed their national letters of intent to continue college athletics.
The athletes who signed that day include Mallory Sharp for field hockey, Charlie Fleming for baseball, Josephine Boschrett for crew, Nathan Jung for both football and lacrosse,
Caroline Beery for track and field, Nick Visonic, Ben Krim, Sam Shattuck, and Judd Utgard all signed for football.
The week of February 11th was Spirit Week at Upper Arlington. Each day, students dressed according to the theme. All this led up to the pep rally held on Friday.
That night, the boys basketball team played away at undefeated Kaufman. Upper Arlington won 53-51. Senior Max Martz, who recently passed over 1,000 career points, was the leading scorer with 29 points for the night. In the first round of the tournament, the boys beat Mount Vernon 64-39 and will play Worthington Kilbourne on March 1st.
On January 23rd, the girls basketball team held a celebration ceremony for their teachers before the game. Will Reynolds reports more.
On January 23rd, the girls basketball program held a teacher appreciation game. Basketball player Jenna Poling describes what this event is.
This is Teacher Appreciation Night where everyone on varsity invites a teacher that they really like or thought was a great teacher to the game.
The boys basketball team held theirs on January 15th. This teacher appreciation event is the same as the girls. Both of these events are a way for student athletes to show how much teachers mean to them. The teachers are asked to arrive early to the game for this event. Before the game, the basketball players walk out with their favorite teachers and give them a gift of appreciation. Each player wrote some words to show how they appreciate them. The announcer reads this off for all the fans to hear.
Jenna Poling is escorting Mr. House. Jenna had Mr. House as her 7th grade track coach at Jones Middle School and appreciates Mr. House for being so supportive and a great teacher.
Teacher appreciation is fun for the players, but mainly it means a lot to the teachers. Upper Arlington teacher Kim Brown talks about what this event means to her.
I think it was nice to know that the student who asked me to come, Allie, it was nice to know that she thought, hey, you're somebody who I would pick out as somebody who's important, and so that was nice.
Having teachers supporting at the game means a lot to the players. Basketball players Colleen Moore and Sarah Poling tell us what this event means to them.
This event makes me feel really happy inside because it's a chance to get to recognize some of our favorite teachers, and it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the teachers too.
It makes me grateful that they all come and support us and watch our games because it's nice having people supporting us other than just our parents in the crowd.
Overall, students see teachers almost every day. Upper Arlington teachers Kelly Axner and Kim Brown talk about how they feel knowing that they have such a big role in students' lives.
You know, we have a great staff. We have teachers and not just teachers, but our teachers, our secretaries, our custodians. I mean, this is a building of people who care about students, and hopefully they feel that. And so, you know, I'm sure that any of those students last night who selected a teacher, there were probably lots of people that they could have chosen. And so it's nice just to know that there are so many people who students feel connection with.
It's a really special event that the basketball players put on. I felt really honored, and it was a really humbling experience to know that you've made a difference in this student's life. And I hope that those students also know that they make a difference in our lives, and they also mean a lot to us.
The Basketball Teacher Appreciation Event is a tradition at Upper Arlington and will be carried on for the years to come. This has been Will Reynolds reporting for the WARL.
This annual event is a great way to recognize some of the outstanding teachers at Upper Arlington and bring the community together.
The girls basketball team beat Licking Heights 70-53 in the second round of their tournament. The Bears will take on Northland Wednesday, February 27th at 7 p.m. for district semifinals. Good luck, ladies.
Our wrestling Bears recently celebrated their senior night at their meet against Dublin Kaufman. Jen Gomez takes a closer look.
On February 7th, the Golden Grapplers celebrated their senior night at Upper Arlington High School in the varsity gym. Student fans were offered free canes and a single entry into a raffle for a chance to win 21 pilot tickets, OSU basketball game tickets, and massage gift cards. All fans could enter the long-term 50-50 raffle. Only 100 tickets will be sold, and the winner receives $500. The rest will be donated to the James. With big crowds from the community and Upper Arlington students, the cheerleading Bears also came out to support the senior wrestling Bears. Varsity cheerleader Delaney Moore shares.
I just thought it was really cool that we got to kind of switch up our cheering environment and be able to support the wrestling seniors on their senior night.
The UA vocal ensemble also made an appearance singing the national anthem.
And the home of love reigns.
Also before the match, the 2019 Senior Golden Grapplers were recognized with their families, including Captain Joey Orlando, Captain Holden Freeman, Gavin Schaefer, Mitch Herron, and Sebastian Chambers, as well as statisticians Grace Nunemaker and Olivia Vernon. Sophomore statistician Townsend Thompson reflects on senior night.
Senior night was cool. It was really awesome to thank our seniors and really acknowledge all the hard work they've done in the past 4 years.
Our 18 varsity wrestlers took on the Dublin Kaufman Shamrocks, with varsity beginning at 7 p.m. Each wrestler belongs to a weight class and matches with the opponent from the same class. The object is to pin your opponent on his or her back with any or both shoulders in contact with the mat for 2 seconds. Points can be scored in 5 ways: either a takedown, an escape, a reversal, a near fall, or for penalty points. Points are added to the total score for your school, and each match lasts for 3 2-minute-long rounds. At a short intermission, winners of the raffle were announced, and a halftime show involving our up-and-coming wrestlers took place. In the end, our Golden Grapplers came up short with a loss of 18-40. Regardless, our seniors and statisticians enjoyed their night.
Just got done wrapping up senior night. It was a tough loss against Dublin Kaufman, but
it was very tough. We had a lot of good kids we had to wrestle. They're a very talented team, and we're glad we were able to compete. It wasn't the worst it could have gone, but it wasn't the best it could have gone either.
Yeah. We got a lot of good guys here, and I think we'll make it far this year.
This has been Jen Gomez reporting for the WARL.
Wrestling sectionals were held at Upper Arlington on February 23rd. 11 UA grapplers are headed to the districts. Good luck, boys.
Our winter sports teams are finishing their season strong. Also on the 23rd, our Water Bears competed in the state meet in Canton, Ohio.
Our UA Water Bears finished 5th in the state, and and the boys finished 12th. Our diving ladies also competed. Holly Darling finished 4th, and Julia Fidanza finished 3rd at the Ohio State Championships. Congrats, swimmers.
The girls gymnastics team won the OCC championship on February 11th. The JV hockey team won the CBJ Cup on February 17th and are advancing to the JV state tournament.
The varsity hockey team played Olentangy Liberty in the district semifinals on February 24th. The Bears lost to Liberty with a final score of 2-3. Thanks for a great season, guys.
While winter sports are coming to an end, our spring sports are right around the corner and currently in the midst of tryouts. Now to Ellie and Sydney with Community News.
Welcome to Community News. I'm Sydney Lade.
And I'm Ellie Hartranft.
Upper Arlington is currently waiting for funding to build a Veterans Plaza in front of Jones Middle School to salute brave military servicemen and women. This calls for a central plaza right behind the existing pillars and 2 displays to the left and right of the pillars. This addition also convened benches, tables, and lighting.
In other news, our class and other media students toured Nationwide Arena on January 29th for the Columbus Blue Jackets Public Relations Day. The students from various high schools got to listen to panels and see where the action happens. Jessica Stelzer reports on the media-filled day.
On Tuesday, January 29th, broadcast production and mass media students took a field trip all the way downtown to visit the Nationwide Arena. The stadium and the Columbus Blue Jacket staff hosted an event for students all over Central Ohio who are interested in public relations. Students began the day by touring the stadium. On their tour, they visited the press conference room, which is the hottest room in the entire stadium. Then, they visited the press level and walked through the boxes reserved for officials and commentators.
Broadcast director for the Columbus Blue Jackets, position I've had since they opened the doors to this place back in the year 2000. I've never missed a home Blue Jackets game.
After the tour of the stadium, students went back to the stands where there was a panel of speakers, including people from all over the public relations spectrum that were affiliated with the Columbus Blue Jackets. They answered questions from the students, and the students learned a lot about the stories and experiences that led these speakers to where they are now.
Comings and goings with players, so that's what makes it different, that's what makes it interesting. The other thing that I really enjoy is the travel aspect of it.
After all their questions were answered, the high schoolers laced up their skates and hit the ice. While ice skating, students had time to reflect on their day so far.
They liked their job, but it took a lot of hard work to get it.
Students then exited the stadium and headed to North Market for dinner. Finally, after a long day full of journalism and ice, the students were able to watch the Columbus Blue Jackets in action. While watching the game, however, these students were reminded of the hard work and advice they gained throughout the day.
How you figure out your career, you find something that you enjoy doing, and then find somebody to pay you to do it. And you'll never work a day in your life, right?
This has been Jessica Stelzer reporting for the WARL.
Our class, along with other media students, learned lots about possible careers for the future. In other news, there's a new bakery, the Angry Baker, opening up in the Mallway.
They will be replacing Purple Sage Bakery, which closed their doors after 2.5 years. Also in our community, there will be many changes in the next coming year. Ava Toll reports on Upper Arlington's State of the City address.
With Upper Arlington's year of centennial celebrations coming to an end, Upper Arlington held their annual State of the City address. At the address, the city reflected on the 100th year of UA and also set the vision for 2019 and beyond. The State of the City address this year had a centennial time capsule, tables of different organizations and development projects in UA, and tons of food. The attendees then went in to listen to speakers and hear a performance done by the UA vocal music group. The city's 100th year was filled with projects and community gatherings.
The inclusion of the bear sculptures that are now at Northland Park. I think that kind of project is one that helped bring community members together and really is something to look forward and enjoy for many, many years to come.
UA's 4th of July tradition was also bigger than ever.
Spectacular fireworks display, the parade was bigger than ever.
Although the festive 2018 year has come to a close, the government leaders of UA have big plans for the future. Mayor Kip Greenhill has been working on getting a comprehensive park study done.
One of the things we've done is undertaken a comprehensive study of the parks to look at how we can more enhance our parks to make them more appealing to residents, and so more people get off their couch and use the parks more.
And our city manager is excited about the Lane Avenue construction being able to move forward.
There was a referendum on the Lane Avenue project that Crawford Hoying is involved in. The development of the second hotel was subject to a ballot initiative. Was going to go to the ballot before Crawford Hoying got involved in that project, and was able to work with neighbors in that area to help redesign and reconfigure things in a way that was acceptable to them, that ultimately got the referendum removed. We're very happy about that. I'm glad to see the project moving forward.
For some time, UA has been planning on major changes on Lane Avenue.
See more people coming to Lane Avenue so that we have more appealing restaurants and shops for people to shop, or places to go get a cup of coffee or ice cream, to bring people down there to make it a community center, and so that people feel safe about walking up and down Lane Avenue. So we'll start putting that vision together with community input.
The goal is for community members to have somewhere to be able to walk around and for shops to have more street business. The city of Upper Arlington is looking to start all of these projects within the next year or two. This has been Ava Tolt reporting for the WARL.
Ted Staten lost his battle to cancer on February 12th, just 12 days after stepping down as the city manager for the city of Upper Arlington.
Staten served as city manager from October 2011 through January of this year.
He was a beloved community member, and his obituary states that he was a dedicated public servant, community leader, mentor, family man, and friend.
Welcome to Lifestyle. I'm Will Reynolds. In North UA, new street lamps were added to McCoy and Keokuk. There are 52 new lights on McCoy and 41 new lights on Keokuk that are lighting up the roads and making night drives much safer. On February 7th, Ohio State athletes visited Tremont Elementary School to explain the importance of reading. Basketball player and three-time gold medalist Katie Smith brought her medals for the kids to see. In other Ohio State news, the Morrill Tower Dining Hall recently installed a machine that will crush all your cravings in just 5 minutes. Jen Gomez reports.
The newest addition to the Ohio State University is savory and delicious. The Pizza ATM is a new type of vending machine. Students can choose between a cheese or pepperoni pizza. In just 3 minutes and a few easy steps, a 10-inch pre-sliced pizza is ready. Silas Verlin, a Pizza ATM employee, explains the process.
The Pizza ATM at the core is an expansion of an existing pizza making operation. It allows any pizza operation to become 24/7 and kind of be able to be placed anywhere.
The Pizza ATM doesn't make pizzas, but simply cooks them and spits them out. Pizza ATM partners with nearby kitchens who pre-make the pizza and insert them in the Pizza ATM's fridge. Pizzas last for 3 days and the machine can hold 70 at a time. The vending machine is located at Morrill Tower on Ohio State University's campus. OSU students simply need their Buckeye ID and to head over to the second floor north dining room at Morrill Tower. Kate Gomez, a freshman at Ohio State, tested out the Pizza ATM.
I thought the Pizza ATM was pretty cool. It's a really neat concept that you can just go there, pay $5 for a pizza and you get it in 4 minutes.
For meal plan holders, the Pizza ATM operates from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. all week. For general Buck ID holders, the Pizza ATM is available from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Other pizza options at Ohio State include Adriatico's New York Style Pizza, Tommy's Pizza, Ohio State Pizza, Pizza Fresca, Hound Dog's 3 Degree Pizza, and more. However, many of these locations are not easily accessible for all students.
Having the Pizza ATM on campus is pretty cool because there's not as many on-campus pizza options as there are off-campus pizza options. So it's nice that I was able to use my dining dollars and my money through the university for food to get pizza.
Over 400 pizza ATMs can be found in Europe, but believe it or not, in the United States, only 3 can be found. One at Xavier University, Case Western University, and another at The Ohio State University. The machine has high capacity, temperature controlled refrigeration, a proprietary performance oven, error detection, stream marketing items, and many more features.
In France, there's over 400 of them. In Europe, mostly in France. That's why we know that it's kind of tried and true, and they're very reliable machines. And that's why we're also so surprised that it hasn't come over to the United States yet.
The future of Pizza ATM is bright. A second version of the machine is to be installed in Southern California at the Art Center College of Design in the coming months.
Our hope is to be in every university, every pizzeria in the United States.
This has been Jen Gomez reporting for the WARL.
Maybe one day Upper Arlington will have its own Pizza ATM. The Goodie Shop at the Tremont Center sold chocolate strawberries for Valentine's Day. These special holiday treats are loved by many UA residents. Another popular treat around UA are Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout Troop 6017 was braving the weather outside Walmart on Bethel Road February 17th. On February 19th, a 17-year-old singer from Alabama, Ethan Sack, came to the high school and shared a few of his songs. Here's a short clip of Ethan performing his new single, Make My Heart Go. That evening, Ethan performed at the Roomba Cafe. You can listen to his music on your favorite streaming app and tune into our next show for a closer look at this up-and-coming young artist. If you're looking for something to do during our last few weeks of winter, then check out AC's musical Freaky Friday, which will be held on March 1st and 2nd. Lastly, a huge thanks to teacher Mr. Lloyd for helping us create these new microphone flags. Check out our Instagram and Twitter at UA Live to stay updated for more information. Now, back to Maine with Jen and Tad.
Thanks, Will. On February 27th, Upper Arlington juniors will take a free school-offered ACT while freshmen, sophomores, and seniors enjoy their digital learning day. Sorry, juniors.
The final design for the new Upper Arlington High School was released on January 29th. The new school features 410,000 square feet.
This includes 3 stories of academic space, only 6 more parking spots, and a Golden Bear Boulevard with airport-style food stops, according to Chris Potts, Chief Operating Officer.
Take the virtual tour of the final design at uaschools.org or on the Upper Arlington Schools Facebook page.
The brutal Ohio winter has brought students enjoyable and needed days off of school. However, many schools districts are making up snow days in order to meet state requirements.
Pickerington, Clear Fork, and Logan Hawking school students all spent their President's Day in school.
Finally, to keep current on what's happening around Upper Arlington, follow us on social media and our YouTube channel to catch new videos from us. That's it for the second edition of UA Live. Thanks for tuning in.
I am lost in the clouds.